Ladies and gentlemen, our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to please stand. We thank you for your service to our country. Now we ask everyone to please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. It will be sung tonight by Grafton High School senior, Laura Smith.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bolt bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And just like that, after a beautiful singing of the national anthem, it is officially football season here. Grafton Indians hosting North Middlesex in Game 1. Grafton will be receiving the opening kickoff. Going into this season, the Indians look to push their seniors to their final season, hopefully a victorious one. They hope to make it deep into districts or maybe even a state final.
Majority, umpire Ron Miller, linesman Eric Fred, judge.
I have been personally following the Indians over the last few weeks, and they could not be more ready for Game 1. The off-field preparation and off-season preparation has been in full swing constantly 24/7 for the Indians, led by Coach McMahon. Through the off-season lifting and workouts to training camp to Game 1, and the Indians are ready to go. Back to receive the opening kickoff is number 2, Ryan Jack, and number 30, Jackson Sonnet.
Kicking off for North Middlesex, number 2, John O'Frio.
We are just seconds away from football.
Back deep for Grafton, Ryan Jack and Jackson Sonnet.
Kick is away, and we're going to play some football. Someone's going to roll past the 20, out of the 15. It's going to roll out of bounds. And North Middlesex is going to start this game with an early penalty as the opening kickoff heads out of bounds. Kicker John O'Frio sent that one out of bounds.
Ball is kicked out of bounds.
And this is where the Indians are going to set up their first drive. Some key players to look for on this Indians offense. Number 7, Ryan Warner, wide receiver. Alongside number 2, Ryan Jack, also wide receiver. Led by number 12, Matt Holbrook, and running back number 30, Jackson Sonnet. All seniors looking to put it all on the line in their final season. The Indians break the huddle and look to run their first play. Tight end and sophomore number 11, Nolan Moore, is closest on your screen. It's a low snap to Holbrook. He's going to throw a screen pass to Ryan Jack. Ryan Jack catches it. He's going to go there, and he's going to get a first down. First play of the season is a passing play from Matt Holbrook to Ryan Jack. And that's how the Indians start their opening drive.
First and 10 for Grafton.
A 12-yard gain, a screen pass to Ryan Jack. And Matt Holbrook is already getting underway. The Indians do look to throw more this year. They have been known as a running team in the past, but they look to change it up this year. Again, 11. Nolan Warner on the near side of the screen. Another screen pass. This one's going to be a little bit too far outside. Good catch there by Ryan Jack, but it's going to go nowhere.
Jack, a loss on the play.
Same play back-to-back times for the Indians. It's going to be second and long. Ball on the 39-yard line. The Indians break huddle. This time Ryan Jack setting up closest on your screen. And the gun set. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson.
Handoff to Jackson. Sonnet.
Jackson's going to find the outside corner, and he's going to avoid a hit, and he's going to get down to about the 50-yard line.
Jackson Sonnet knocked out of bounds. But
Not quite a first down, but he gets a good solid gain.
Blank. And 2.
It's going to be about a 3rd down and 2. Good 9-yard run there by Sonnet. Crucial play here early on in the game. 3rd and 2. Holbrook receives the call from Mr. Bink. This one's going to be an I formation. Fontana at fullback, Sonnet in the backfield. He's going to receive the handoff, and he's going to make it, and he's going to get the first, falling forward.
Sonnet good for a first down for Grafton.
And the Indians move the chains one more time. And we're going to get another 1st and 10. A nice mix so far from the Indians' offense of running and passing plays. Holbrook receives the call from Bink. And they're going to break huddle. Indians pushing the ball downfield nicely so far. It's going to be a play action. Holbrook's going to have to avoid some oncoming pressure to the outside, and he's just going to throw it. And they're going to say incomplete. Intended receiver, number 32, Brady Fontana. Matt Holbrook very elusive in the pocket. Gets away from the sack there. Could not find an open receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 10. So far, we've seen the Indians really rely on that passing game a little bit more than they have in the past. They look to open it up this year with senior quarterback Matt Holbrook. Both crowds starting to get into it. The Indians in the I formation. Holbrook under center. He's going to send Ryan Jack in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Sonnet right. He's going to find a hole, and he's going to get there for only a 3-yard gain there. On Sonnet's 4-yard carry, the Indians are now looking at about a 3 and 6 yards. Ryan Warner checks in the game for Joe Blatt.
3rd down and 6 for Grafton.
Most likely going to be a passing play here. North Middlesex defense holding strong so far. The Indians break huddle. In the gun, Fontana to Holbrook's left, Sonnet behind Holbrook. The snap to Holbrook, he's looking right. He's going to fire. It is incomplete. Intended receiver in the area seemed to be Ryan Jack, but he threw it way over his head. Punting situation for the Indians. And North Middlesex seems to hold on the first drive for the Indians. Holbrook back to punt. And the kick is away. It's high. Long kick. And it's going to be muffed. And the Indians look to have jumped on it. Looks to be the Indians' ball. As Jackson Sonnet waves on the Indians crowd. Referees discussing the play. That was a booming kick by senior quarterback and punter Matt Holbrook. Indians signal that they have the ball. Looks like it could also be a safety. Referees again reviewing it. Both teams trying to intervene. Coach is now signaling the players back to the sideline. Referees still discussing the play. Number 22, Adam Fournier, looked to be the one who fumbled the punt. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Indians. And the Indians get on the board first in this game off a crazy muffed punt. You don't see that too often. You really don't. This crowd is getting electric. Early mistake by the junior for North Middlesex, and the Indians capitalize. Jake Sistani to kick for the Indians. The snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. And the Indians put up a quick 7. Failed to score on their first drive, but do not fail to capitalize on a muffed punt. A little bit of frustration from the North Middlesex side early on. And the Indians are going to set up to kick this one away. We are not exactly sure who fell on the ball off the muff for the touchdown. As soon as we know, we'll get back to you, but it looked like it could have been senior fullback and linebacker Brady Fontana. But it's not officially clear right now. Either way, the Indians put up a quick 7.
It was Ben Berby who scored that touchdown.
And it's confirmed. Ben Berby, also linebacker for the Indians, fell on that muff. And he put 6 up for the Indians early. 8:12 remaining in the first quarter. Senior kicker Jake Sistani looks to be kicking this one away.
Kicking off for Grafton.
Fresh off
Gastoni
an extra point made.
for Middlesex.
And the Indians break.
Adam Fournier. And
The Indians over the last few days have really been working on the special teams unit. Look to pay it off right there. Let's see what they can do here. Sistani kicks this one away. It's a low line drive kick. This one's going to be caught, and he has the wheels. Looking for redemption. Good return there from Adam Fournier. A little bit of redemption there from the kid.
Number 24, Jake McHugh.
Jake McHugh on the tackle.
North Middlesex will take over 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line.
Ball is placed on the 44-yard line, and this is where North Middlesex will start their opening drive. This team is led by junior quarterback Joshua LeBlanc. He is under center. Handoff. It's going to be again to number 22, Adam Fournier, who's already had a busy night. He's going to get about 5.
Adam Fournier brings up a 2nd down and 6 for North Middlesex.
This is an extremely young North Middlesex team. On their entire roster, they only have 4 seniors, relying heavily on the junior class. LeBlanc under center. He's going to hand it off to Fournier again. He's going to get about 2 or 3 yards before he's stuffed.
Initial tackle made by number 50, Ben Berby. Brings up
And there you see number 50, Ben Berby again, jumping on that tackle.
2.5.
This Indians defense has been all over the place, and they were all over the place last year. They lost a few seniors, but now they bring up a few seniors, including number 2, Ryan Jack, number 12, Matt Holbrook, number 50, Ben Berby, who's already had a busy night, number 32, Brady Fontana as well, and Max DeFreitas on the D-line. Looking at a 3rd and 2. It's going to be a fullback handoff, and it's going to be stuffed. It looks to be a yard short. That handoff was to number 30, Mark Thomas.
Tackle made by Brady Fontana.
It's going to be 4th and short.
Brings up a 4th down and 1 for North Middlesex.
Fontana and Barabee share the tackle. It looks like the North Middlesex offense is going to stay on the field for this one on a 4th and short. And the clock is running. LeBlanc gets the call and he's headed back into the huddle. This could be an extremely crucial play in this game. The Indians' defense looks to hold strong. 4th and 1. Going to be a QB sneak.
Quarterback keeper. That is good for a North Middlesex first down.
A blank on the keeper, and he's going to get the first down. About a 2-yard rush.
Tackle is Max.
Good enough for the first. Max is Freitas on the tackle, shutting him down after a quick 2. Indians defense now looking to hold strong. The ball on their side of the field. North Middlesex comes out in a different set. It's a fake handoff. It's going to be it looked to be a read option that got stuffed.
Ball is carried by number 12, Joshua Blank.
Read option looked to be a bit off there. There is a flag though on the play. Let's tune in and see what the refs had to say.
Holding against North Middlesex.
The call is going to be holding on the offense, and that's going to set them back. And we're going to replay first down. It'll be interesting to see throughout the game how the Grafton Indians handle North Middlesex read option play. Look to handle it good there, but a penalty will offset that. This time we're going to go 1st and 20. Ball's on the 45 side of North Middlesex. That's another fake. This time it's going to be reversed to number 2, John O'Friel. But that one is also stuffed by the Indians defense. He's going to lose a yard on the play.
Tackle made by Ryan Warner.
Ryan Warner there to make the stop.
2nd down and 21.
Indians defense getting into it now. The penalty flipped the field for the Indians. They look to capitalize. The blank heads back into the huddle. North Middlesex breaks. 2 receivers on the near side. LeBlanc in the eye. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking deep. Pressure up the middle. He's going to have to escape left. He's going to run with it. And he's going to be tackled from behind after a nice 8-yard gain there. We're now looking at a 3rd and long.
Montana Cole Thornton will bring up a 3rd down and
Looked like Cole Thornton was originally
for North Middlesex.
the tackler from behind. Fontana sweeps in. Either way, it's going to be 3rd and long. Indians looking to hold strong on this first drive by North Middlesex. A blank. He's going to head back into the huddle. Again, a crucial play early in this game. Snap to LeBlanc. It's going to be a fake handoff. Rolling right, looking deep. He's going to throw. This one's going to be way out of bounds. And the Patriots miss an opportunity there for a possible chunk of yards they could get. To no avail. Looks like they're going to bring the punting unit out. Indians holding strong on the first possession. Back to receive this punt. Number 2, Ryan Jack, and number 30, Jackson Sonnet.
The passes are so hard to follow.
John O'Friel back.
John O'Friel back to punt this one.
Ryan Jack and Jackson.
Looking to receive. Again,
Back to receive.
Ryan Jack and Jackson Sonnet. This kick is going to be high and far. Ryan Jack looks it behind, and this one's going to bounce into the end zone.
In the end zone, Grafton will take over on downs. This time I want to mention that the Grafton Music Boosters are sponsoring our concession stand. They are
So the Indians hold strong on their first defensive possession, or excuse me, the defensive drive.
Music Boosters producers by visiting the concession stand tonight.
And they look to capitalize here on offense. They've already capitalized on a North Middlesex mistake. They're going to start this one off at the 20-yard line. North Middlesex looking to get their fans a little bit into it here. They need to stop early on. 3:27 remaining in the first quarter. Ryan Jack's going to line up on the near side.
20-yard line.
No receivers on the right side. This one's going to be a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson Sawney. He's going to cut in, cut back, and he's going to get a solid gain of about 9 yards.
Tackle made by number.
And they're going to move the chains. It looks like he got the 10-yard gain.
Josh LeBlanc brings up, it's good for a first down for Grafton.
Indians pick up a first down on their second drive, picked up by Jackson Sonnet, who's already had himself a pretty decent running game. Indians break huddle. Now Joe Blatt lining up on the closest side, and Ryan Jack on the far side. Only a two-receiver set here. Indians in the eye. Holbrook's going to give the handoff to Jackson. He gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Looks to be only a yard.
Handoff to Jackson Sonnet. Tackle made by number 72, Jared Woods. Brings up a second down and 8.
Second down and about 8, maybe 9 yards. Indians, again, a downhill running team, looking to hopefully spread up the offense, switch it up a little bit with the passing game, led by Matt Holbrook, Ryan Jack, and Ryan Warner. The Indians do have the capability to throw the ball deep downfield, and they said they do hope to throw the ball deep downfield with the strong arm of Matt Holbrook. This one's going to be a pitch, though, to Ryan Warner, switching it up in the backfield. He's going to avoid a few tackles, work his way down the sideline. With a little help of his teammates, going to get a push forward, and it looks like he's going to get a first down. A great run there by Ryan Warner. Deking and juking his way. A little bit of help from his offensive line to push him forward for the first. Good run.
First down for Grafton.
And they're going to move the chains again. A little bit of frustration on the Patriots side. First and 10 for the Indians. They have been absolutely rolling downfield. It's only a one receiver set here. They're going to send Ryan Jack in motion. The handoff's going to go to Ryan Warner again, who bowls forward, and he's going to get a few yards there, about a 4-yard gain. Warner is getting a little bit of a workload here tonight, and he's going to stay in while Sonnet checks in.
Second down and 6.
Joe Blatt checking out for the Indians.
Also tonight we have the senior class selling 50-50 raffle tickets. Please support the senior class tonight. They are located by the...
So the Indians recently have been relying on the running game more, but they did show a barrage of throwing passes earlier in the quarter. This time we're going to look at a two-receiver set. Ryan Jack and Jackson Sonnet. This time it's going to be pitched to Warner on the outside. Working his way right with the stiff arm, gets dragged down by the shoulder pads.
Taken down by number 7, Timothy Burson for North Middlesex.
Ryan Warner with another run. That one not so far, but he has been putting in work for the Indians. Offensive line missed a few tackles there, but other than that, they've been nearly perfect. We have talked about Ryan Jack, Jackson Sonnet, and Ryan Warner's capability to switch it up all over the place and be extremely versatile on offense. As again, we see Ryan Jack and Jackson Sonnet lining up at the wide receiver position. In the eye, Matt Holbrook takes the snap, looking left. He's going to fire it deep. Jackson Sonnet wants a call, and they're going to give it to him.
Penalty on the play.
Jackson Sonnet looked for the call. He got held, hooked at about the 30-yard line, and they're going to throw the flag. Good sell there by Jackson Sonnet. And they're going to pick the flag up. Jackson shaking his head. Looked to be a little bit of hook there at the 31-yard line, but the referee's called an incapable catch. That's going to bring up a fourth down for the Indians. Just 10 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Fourth down and 4 for Grafton.
The Indians now pleading their side of the case, looking for that call. The Patriots making some changes on the defensive side.
Back to punt, Matt Holbrook.
Now the Patriots fan section looks to be getting into it just a little bit.
22.
They just held the Indians.
20 now.
Senior kicker and quarterback Matt Holbrook with the kick away. That one's going to bounce. It's going to be received and picked up by number 22, Fournier.
And tackles are
After a clean pickup, he gets it. Oh, and there's an injury on the field.
number 15.
Jake McHugh shaken up on the play. And they're calling for the trainers. It's the end of the quarter for the Indians.
We have an injury timeout as well.
Looks to be extremely serious. And as the trainers go and check on Jake McHugh, that's going to wrap up the first quarter. And the Indians up 7-0.
North Middlesex 0. North Middlesex takes over. First down.
Scary injury there for the Indians. Jake McHugh not walking off 100% on his full power. He was putting some weight on it. Good sign there for the Indians that he could somewhat walk on it. Either way, here we go. We're going to start the second quarter. Indians up 7-0. North Middlesex ball, 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line. And out to Fournier. He's going to break a few tackles and get down, and it looks like he's going to get a first down. North Middlesex starts off this second quarter with a first down.
But it's good for a North Middlesex first down. 1st and 10.
The Patriots move the chains to start out the second quarter. They look to assert their dominance on the run game. First and 10 here on the 27-yard line for the Patriots. Lining up in the I formation. It's going to be another handoff to Fournier. He's going to get dragged down, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
20. No gain in the play.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by our host.
No yards on the play.
Brings up a second down for North Middlesex.
Receiving the play call for the Indians is number 46, Cole Thornton. He's a junior and he looks to carry a little bit of a leadership role on the defensive side. 2nd and 9 for the Patriots on the 28-yard line as the clock clicks under 10. It's a handoff again to Fournier. He finds a gap and he hits the hole. And he's going, and Matt Holbrook is there to make the stop. Throws him down. Good run by Fournier.
Big game for North Middlesex. Good for a first down.
Fournier looked to try to step arm Holbrook, and they battled it out in like a tug-of-war format there at around the 50-yard line. Holbrook ended up winning it with a throwdown, but not before a solid 20-yard gain there by Fournier. Ball exactly at the 50 for the Patriots. They're looking at a 1st and 10 on this opening second quarter drive. The Patriots again in the I formation. And the defensive line looked to jump there. Either way, Fournier with the run to the right side.
Picks up a couple of yards.
He's going to pick up about 2 or 3 before he gets stuffed near the line of scrimmage. Forward progress is going to give him about 3. 2nd and 7 for the Patriots.
In on the tackle. 2nd down and 7 for North Middlesex.
We have seen LeBlanc draw back and throw a few passes, but so far this drive, they've heavily relied on number 22, Adam Fournier. He did have a crucial fumble to start out this game early in the first quarter. That's what has given the Indians a lead. Fournier again with the carry. He's going to pick up about 4. It's going to be a 3rd and short for the Patriots. Indians looking to stop this drive. Edged on by Coach McMahon on the sideline. LeBlanc receives the word from his coaching staff, and he's back out on the field at a 3rd and 5 situation.
3rd down and 5 for North Middlesex.
2 receivers set. They're bunched up close to the line. Fournier in the backfield. He's going to receive the pitch. Ooh, when he steps on Ben Barabee, number 50, but either way, he's swallowed up by number 2, Ryan Jack.
Ryan Jack. Also
Good pursuit there by number 50, Ben Barabee. Although he did get stiff-armed, he did slow down the runner Fournier, which inevitably led him to a negative 3-yard loss there. And they're going to have to bring up the punting unit. Receiving unit again, number 30, closest on your screen, Jackson Sonnet. And on the far side, number 2, Ryan Jack.
Support the senior class. Back deep for Grafton.
We have seen the Indians block a few kicks or get close last year. Not close on this one. It's going to be a low line drive kick, bounces at the 20, and it's going to go out around the 27-yard line. Or excuse me, 17-yard line. Jackson Sonnet looking to get this drive started, edging his teammates on. Indians looking to chew some clock and get on the board. Again, they have scored on a defensive touchdown on a mistake by the Patriots. On the opening drive, the Indians got a few first downs before getting shut down. And then a muffed punt by the Patriots led to a Grafton touchdown during the play. Either way, if the Indians want to score here, they're going to have to go 85 yards. It's going to be a handoff to Sonnet. He gets a few.
Couple-yard gain. Tackle made by
Indians
56.
trying to pound the ground early,
Johnson.
but they have shown the barrage of throwing. They're going to want to stay successful in this game.
9.
They're going to have to keep that mix. The Indians break huddle. The Warners are going to line up on the right side. Ryan Jack on the left side. This one's going to be a screen pass to Ryan Warner. He's going to try to beat his man to the outside, but he trips. And looks to be a little shaken up on the play. But again, tripped
That was complete to Ryan Warner.
for no yard.
No gain on the play.
Looked to have his man beat,
And
but his shoe clipped the turf and he's going to go nowhere. Indians looking to pick up the first down. If not, it's going to change the field position greatly in this game. They're going to mark Warner there for a 1-yard loss on the play. The Indians break huddle, 3rd and long. Ball placed at around the 15-yard line. Holbrook receives the snap. He's looking to throw. He fires this one to the left side. It's going to be picked off by number 12, LeBlanc. And that's going to be a pick 6 for the Patriots.
takes it in for the touchdown.
Jackson Shawn is showing a little frustration on that sideline.
6.
But number 12, the quarterback and cornerback, Joshua LeBlanc, picks it off for 6. The Patriots sending out their PAT unit. That definitely got the North Middlesex side going. A little deflation on the Indian side. A little bit of a shock as LeBlanc is greeted by his teammates on the sideline.
John O'Frill back to kick. The extra point.
A little bit of confusion for North Middlesex. Ref's going to blow the whistle.
Timeout, North Middlesex.
They're going to call a timeout on the PAT. You don't see that too often. But timeout for the Patriots. The kicker and punter is senior John O'Friel for the Patriots. Again, quarterback and cornerback Joshua Blank returned that one for about a 25-yard 15-yard touchdown pick 6.
Kick is up.
This kick is up.
And it's
It is good. And just like that, the Patriots capitalized on the Indians' mistake, and they too are on the board for the first time this season. The crowd now seriously getting into it on the North Middlesex side. Some questions to be asked. But either way, Patriots are going to kick this one away to the Indians. They regather, and they're going to think this one over. Back to receive is number 30 and number 2, Jackson Son and Ryan Jack. So far this game, teams have only capitalized on the other team's mistakes. We saw again early on the Patriots make a mistake on special teams that resulted in a Indians touchdown. But then you see the Patriots with a quick pick 6 off a Matt Holbrook mistake. The intended receiver was Jackson Sonnet, and it would have been good enough for a first down. But LeBlanc was there for the easy interception. 5:38 remaining in the second quarter. Game is tied at 7 apiece. John O'Friel is going to kick this one away. It's going to be a short line drive kick. Jackson Son's going to let a 1-2 bounce, and it's going to get away from him. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to run to the left side. Juke a few guys going to the right side. Now he's up the middle, and he's going to go down to about the 22-yard line. Pretty decent return for what it could have been.
On the tackle,
there is a flag on the play.
number 32, Dominic Yancey. First down and 10 for Grafton.
Block in the back on the Indians. That's going to set them back. Now the North Middlesex Patriots team is really getting into this game.
Blocking the back penalty against Grafton.
And that's going to set them back a few more yards to the 14-yard line. Indians making some crucial mistakes here in the second quarter. They have opened the door up for the Patriots. Holbrook receives a call, and he's heading back to the huddle. Both teams offensively have held their ground. This young North Middlesex team has definitely held their ground on defense early on. This one's going to be a running play. Jackson Sonnet with the carry.
54.
And it just seems like every play of the energy from the North Middlesex side increases intensity. McMahon stays animated on that sideline at all times, yelling at his players, trying to keep them engaged on every play. We've seen a little bit of stall from the Grafton Indians offense. First few drives, they were hot, picking up some first downs. Since then, they've been a little dry. Ryan Jack, he lines up closest under screen. He's sent in motion.
Handoff to Ryan Jack.
The handoff does go to Ryan Jack, who's going to pick up a few yards. Either way, it's going to be third down.
It's a tackle made by number 11, Kyle Blaisdell. No gain on.
Although it is very early in this game, essentially, this is a must-pick-up first down for the Indians. They've seemed to lost all momentum they had earlier on. They're looking again at a third and short. And they're going to bring out the chains for this one. It is short. So it's going to be third and probably just feet for the Indians.
Third down and 1.
Again, the Patriots side staying animated and staying on top of it as they look to try to stop the Indians here again. Could be a 3 and out. The Indians break from their huddle. They're bunched. Just one wide receiver out left. I formation. Looks to be a QB sneak. And they stopped him. The refs signal fourth down.
And it's good for a Grafton first down.
And they end up getting the first down. One of the referees signaled fourth down.
First and 10 for Grafton.
But either way, Holbrook's going to pick up that first down. A much needed one for the Indians. Just 4 minutes and 8 seconds remain in this second quarter. Holbrook receives the snap. He's going to pitch it out to Sonnet. Sonnet near side, avoids a few tackles. Gets hit just past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to get a few after the hit. Yards after contact is something Jackson Sonnet takes pride in this game. Never giving up on a play. Again, a good carry there by Jackson Sonnet.
Brings up a 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 after the very solid 8-yard run by Jackson Sonnet. Ryan Warner enters the game, and he's going to check in on the left side. Ryan Jack on the near side of your screen. And that Holbrook muffs to the snap. He throws deep. He's looking for Warner.
Pass intended.
Incredible catch by Ryan Warner. A one-handed snag like you have never seen before. That was an incredible catch by the senior.
Ryan Warner.
He's immediately congratulated by his teammates on the sideline. That was an insane catch by Ryan Warner. A lefty snag. And that's going to be a solid gain for the Indians. They're now set up on their own on the North Middlesex side of the 30. Wow, that was an incredible catch there by Ryan Warner. Defender shielding him off. Still perseveres to the defense and snags it one-handed. And there's going to be a timeout. And a timeout will be taken by the Indians. Now, I don't mean to embark too much on that catch, but you might just see that one on ESPN. Some incredible stuff there. So with just 3:07 remaining in this first half, the game is tied 7-7. The Indians have picked up some steam on offense. They're looking at a 1st and 10 on the Patriots side of the field, lining up on the 30-yard line.
Let's hear it for the Grafton High Pep Band.
Both teams come from the timeout. The Grafton sideline and fan section a little bit more animated after that play. Indians break huddle. Winner in the backfield. Sonnet and Jack on the left side. They line up as wide receivers. Fontaine in the backfield as fullback. This one's going to be a screen pass. It looks to be going to Jackson Sonnet. Ryan Jack with the catch there. It's going to be about a 2-yard game. And they're going to give him 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Just 2:40 remaining in this first half. Ryan Jack, he's going to line up as a wide receiver on the right side, close to your screen. He's sent in motion now. And it's going to be a handoff to Jackson Sonnet. Short gain there for Sonnet. We've seen success from the Indians offense both through the air and on the ground. This drive, they have picked it up a little bit with that big gain. Let's look and see what they can do.
Ball's on the 25-yard line.
They break huddle. Ryan Jack again is going to line up on this close side of the field. Holbrook with the snap. He's going to be a double fake. He's looking deep. This one's going to be caught by senior fullback number 32, Brady Fontana. And it looks to be good enough for an Indians first down.
First down with 1:48 left in the quarter.
Brady Fontana picking up that first down for the Indians. As they just continue to march down the field and stuff it down the Patriots' throat. This would be the most ideal situation for the Indians to end off the quarter and change momentum back onto their side. This play is going to be blown dead. And the Indians are going to call a quick timeout. .128 remaining in this first half. like we've spoken about, there has been a change and switch of momentums continuously throughout this game. Saw the Indians take momentum early, and then early in the second quarter, we've seen the Patriots take momentum. If the Indians can capitalize on this drive and score a touchdown, put it in, maybe even settle for a field goal, they would head into halftime with the momentum. Ryan Warner checks in the game for Joe Blatt. Both teams are now on the field after the timeout. Holbrook receives word, and he's back to the huddle. Indians in the I formation with Ryan Warner in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch to Warner out left. He's going to make his way out left. He's going to cut back inside. It's definitely good enough for a first down and a little bit more. A solid 10-yard gain there for Ryan Warner. He's picked up the load of responsibility for the Indians offense and has even chipped in on the defensive side with a few tackles. First and goal for the Indians. Ryan Warner stays in. And Matt Holbrook comes back to the huddle. And it's a clock, it ticks down. We're looking at 1 more minute in this first half. The Grafton side getting into it now. The snap and handoff to Ryan Warner. He's going to get thrown down to the ground for maybe a 1-yard gain.
No gain on that play. Timeout called by Grafton.
Timeout by the Indians. About a second down and 6 for the Indians. This is where you'd like to see the Indians maybe get a chance to throw this one in. After a big game by Ryan Warner and a few runs by Ryan Warner and Jackson Sonnet and a quick receive by Brady Fontana, they've worked it their way down the field. Most of the success coming through the air. You would hate to see them try to stuff it in 4 times to no avail. They said in practice multiple times they would like to rely on the air if they can do that. So far this game, it looks like they have, so why change up? Big bodies have been working well up front. Either way, the play call is in. Jackson Sonnet looks to be the running back on this one. Fontana, he lines. Oh, it's going to be a wildcat. It's going to be Sonnet in the backfield by himself. This one's going to go right. He's going to make his way to the pylon. He dives. And he's in. Jackson Sonnet. A 6-yard touchdown run by Jackson Sonnet. He is animated on the play. A touchdown run by the senior running back, Jackson Sonnet. What a play. From the Wildcat formation of the end zone, the Indians take it in. Great run there by the senior running back. Showing his dominance and his power yards after contact. Either way, Jake Sistani kicks this one. It is up and it is good.
Taking the score, Grafton 14, North Middlesex 7.
So now the Indians take a 14-7 lead with just 38 seconds left. I've been covering the Indians lately, and when I spoke with Jackson Sonnet earlier, he said he wanted to make a diving pylon effort this year for a touchdown. And in week 1, he does so. And that is his first touchdown of the season. And we look to see more of that. Either way, Sonnet's wish was granted on the diving effort. Be interesting to see what the Patriots do here with just 38 seconds remaining in this first half. Sistani is going to set up this kick at the 40-yard line.
Just a reminder, at halftime, please visit the concession stand located behind the bleachers. Please support the Grafton High School Music Boosters.
Back to receive is number 11, Kyle Bladesell, and number 22, Adam Fournier. Sistani with the low kick.
Tony with the kick.
It's going to be received by Fournier.
Picked up by number 20.
And he's going to get stuffed at about the 32-yard line.
Takes over, first down and 10.
Just 31 seconds left remaining in this first half. The blank goes back into the huddle, receives the play call. Here we go. Looks like they're going to play this one out with 31 seconds. It's going to be a high snap. He receives it, and the high snap results in a low throw. Second and 10.
Blank to number 29.
Quick injury update from the Indians. Now at 24, Jake McHugh will sit out the rest of this one. He will remain on the bench for the remainder of the game. Good news, though, for the Indians. He does look to be somewhat okay. Definitely not returnable, but in pretty decent shape for what it looked like it could have been. We hope the best for Jake. Either way, there's 28 seconds remaining, so let's get back to action. The snap to LeBlanc. He looks left, and he's going to run left. On the run, oh, that ball looked to be almost intercepted by the Indians. Extremely risky throw, but there to bat it away is number 32, Brady Fontana.
Brings up a third down and 10 for North Middlesex.
Third and long for the Patriots. This would be a very crucial stop for the Indians, or a turnover would really change the tide, extremely in the Grafton favor. A little confusion from the Patriots side. Still trying to get their players together. LeBlanc receives a snap. He rolls left, pressure from the Indians. He continues to roll left. He's going to run this one. Spin move, avoids a hit, but then gets absolutely popped. He pops right back out quickly, though.
Out of bounds by number 46, Cole Thornton.
Good hit there by the Grafton Indians.
This is the last call for the 50-50 raffle tickets. Last call to purchase your 50-50 raffle tickets. We have a timeout called by
So there is a timeout. There's just 9 seconds remaining in the first half. The Indians look to be in prevent defense now. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be a punting situation. But the Indians will most likely just let it go. Either way, Ryan Jack is the lonesome man back to receive. The kick is up and away. It's going to bounce a few times before going out of bounds.
Grafton will take over.
Grafton's going to get the ball at around the 28-yard line.
First and 10 with
Just 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Most likely just a quick kneel down from the Indians. It's been a very successful half for the Indians, both defensively and on the offensive side. They have gained momentum in this game and look to head into halftime with the lead. In a nail-down situation, the coaches on the Patriots side still look to keep their players engaged, but they are in prevent D. Both teams have nothing to be disappointed about in this first half. It was a hard-fought battle. But with just 2 seconds remaining, Holbrook's going to take the snap, and he's going to take a knee. So to end the first half, the Indians take a 14-7 lead over the Middlesex Patriots.
14 North.
We'll return after halftime after a word from your local station. Welcome back to Grafton High School, where we will continue Week 1 coverage of this Indians home opener. Jakes is starting, looks to kick it off and start the second half. Grafton did win the first half 14-7, but don't count this Patriots team out quite yet. It's going to be a short line drive kick. It's going to be received by number 22, Fournier. He jukes his way up, and he's met down at around the 35-yard line.
First down and 10.
First and 10 for the Patriots. Ball is on the 39-yard line for the Patriots as they start this drive. Good return there by the junior Fournier to start this second half for the Patriots. In this Week 1 season opener, both teams have been electric on both sides of the football, and it's resulted in a good first half. The first snap of the second half is underway. Another carry by Fournier. They've relied heavily on him in the first half, and we should see more of the same in the second half. Very downhill runner Fournier is. Sonnet and Thornton there to stop him short. The carry by Fournier on second and long. The Indians only allow 2 to 3 yards on that carry, resulting in a third and short. Thornton there on the stop. Excuse me. Fournier with the carry. Third and about 4. Ball on the 45-yard line of the Patriots. This is the opening drive of the second half. Fournier in the backfield. LeBlanc under center. It's going to be another handoff to the running back. Fournier finds a hole and makes his way for a Patriot first down. And he's going to move the chains. That's going to be our first down of this second half. And the crowd for the Patriots right back in it.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Ball is just inches shy of the 50. So far, the Indians' defense held pretty strong. They have not allowed any points. The only points the Indians have allowed was a pick 6 by LeBlanc. He returned it for a 15-yard touchdown. Indians jump just past the line of scrimmage. No offsides called yet.
Timeout.
And a timeout by LeBlanc. And they're going to call a quick timeout to start the second half. A little bit of confusion there for the Patriots offense. LeBlanc runs back out into the huddle. The Patriots break huddle. Ball on the 50. The handoff to Fournier. He's going to find a hole, make his way about 5 yards. They are now on the Indian side of the field, looking to put up points early on their first drive of the second half.
Brings up a second down and 5 for North Middlesex.
Patriots eating away at the time so far to start out the second half, putting together a nice little drive for themselves. They're going to line up in the eye here. Fournier in the back Again, the blank under center. It's going to be a fullback carry. He's going to get the first down for the Patriots, and they're going to keep pushing forward.
Big gain for North
And they're going to continue to push forward. The Patriots being relentless. More bodies flying in. Bodies keep going, and bodies keep dropping. And what looked to be a simple 5-yard carry results in a 10-yard gain for the Patriots. And they're starting to gather some energy together.
Big run for North Middlesex.
After that, a fantastic run by number 30, Mark Thomas, the fullback. Fans getting into it, players getting into it. It's becoming a very emotional first game for both sides of the ball. Again, they break huddle on the Indians' 34-yard line. Blank under center is going to receive the snap. Hand it off to Fournier. You're seeing a lot of carries so far tonight. And the ball is loose again. Fournier fumbles yet again. His second fumble of the game and another crucial one. As they were driving down the field, the Patriots were. Fournier coughs up the football.
First down and 10 for Grafton.
And the Indians receive the ball back after that fumble recovery. Indians in the Wildcat yet again. Jackson is alone back there. And flags go flying. Patriots were eating away some clock, putting together a nice drive before we're stopped short. But this one's going to send the Indians back a few yards. They're looking at a 1st and 15 now. And they're going to start their drive now. We saw them go to the Wildcat in the first half. And then it ended up in a scoring play for the Indians, in which Jackson Sonnet had a 6-yard carry, diving into the end zone. It was the first offensive touchdown for the Indians. Either way, Sonnet alone in the Wildcat sends RJ in motion. He's going to find a hole. And he's going to spin, make his way out. And he's going to get about 4 or 5 yards on the play. A solid carry there for Jackson Sonnet.
Second down and 7.
3-yard carry there for Sonnet. Excuse me, an 8-yard carry there for Sonnet. A solid pickup of yardage. And the Indians break huddle. They're on their own 30-yard line. Ryan Warner on the near side, slot as a wide receiver. Again, the Wildcat. They send a Ryan Jack in motion. Sonnet keeps it himself. He's going to get a few more yards on the play.
2 yards. Tackle made by number 81.
Holbrook remains on the sideline.
Third down and
Let's see what the Indians can do now. Again, Holbrook remains on the sideline. Sonnet being the most relied on to start the second half out. He's receiving all the play calls and bringing them back to the huddle. They seem to be in a Wildcat formation. This could be a time for the Patriots to jump on Sonnet, as he has been known to carry it a lot when he's in the Wildcat formation. This time they're going to send Ryan Warner in motion. Sonnet is going to keep it, and he looks to get the first down. And he will. A 4-yard carry. Very much good enough for the first down.
First down and 10 for Grafton.
And they're going to move the chains. This will be the first time the Indians have moved the chains in the second half. Patriots make a few substitutions. Sonnet checks out, and Holbrook checks in. Although Holbrook checks in, he lines up on the far side as a receiver. He's now set in motion. Ryan Jack and the Wildcat. They fake it to Holbrook. Jack keeps it. Patriots were all over that. They're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Initial tackle made by number 56, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson on the tackle as he stops Ryan Jack just 1 yard off the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Indians trying to put a drive together here. This is their first drive of the second half. Sana remains on the sideline. And the Indians remain in the Wildcat. Ryan Jack on the far side, Holbrook on the near side. They're going to send Warner in motion, and they're going to give it to him. Warner making his way to the right side, makes it around the corner. He toe taps. He's at the 30 now. He cuts back, breaking ankles. Cuts back again. He's going to cut back one more time. He breaks a few tackles. This one most likely going to be brought back. Looks to be an injury as well for the Patriots. Number 2 lying down on the sideline, John O'Freed. And he is motionless right now. A solid run there by Warner, but most likely going to be called back or offset through penalties. Another fantastic run, but it's going to be brought back for sure now.
We had 2 holding calls.
So it was a great run, but it's going to be called back.
Middlesex. So they offset. Again, it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Grafton.
Second and 9. We do have an injury update for the Indians. Number 51, Adam Fields. He's going to be tested for a concussion. He is questionable to return into this game. We will keep you updated when we get notified. So penalties are going to offset that run by Ryan Warner. It's going to bring it all the way back, and we're looking at 2nd and 9. The offsetting penalties now result in a 2nd and 9 for the Indians. Sonnet in the Wildcat puts Ryan Jack in motion. He's going to fake it to Jack, work his way up the middle, try to break a few tackles, but to no avail. Maybe 2. We're looking at a 3rd and 7 for the Indians.
Tackle made by number 7.
We've seen some pretty incredible plays
And 30.
from senior Warner.
3rd down and 7.
He's busted open a few runs. Although that last one was called back, he has been very successful through the running game. We saw him make an incredible catch. And like we've said before, he has been an animal on defense. Nothing short of a great week 1 for Ryan Warner. The Indians break huddle. Ryan Jack is closest on your screen. Matt Holbrook farthest on your screen. Jack in motion is going to get the. He's going to get the handoff. Sweeps his way around the corner. Sarna is taking link for the 1st down. There seems to be an injury on the Patriots side. Looks to be a shoulder injury for number 7, Timothy Burson. He is agonizing in pain right now. We've seen a few injuries early on in this week 1. So far for the Patriots, we've seen number 2, John O'Freed, go down. And we've also seen number 7 go down, Timothy Burson, just now. Either way, Sonics going to receive the snap on the 4th down. He's going to bust open for a huge gain, 8 yards on the play. Easily picks up that first on the 4th and inches. But like I was saying, we've seen Adam Fields also go down, as long as Jake McHugh for the Indians. Jake McHugh will not return. Adam Fields still getting checked out for a concussion. He is questionable. But the Indians keep their drive alive and keep it rolling with a solid 8-yard gain by Jackson Sonnet. They are now on the Patriots side of the field. They're on the 43-yard line. Indians break huddle. Ryan Jack, he's your wide receiver on the near side. They're going to put Warner in motion. And they're going to give it to Warner. who's going to be tripped up, but either way, there's a flag on the play. Another decent game, but this one's also going to be brought back. Flags blow the whistle dead. So far in this second half, the Indians have really hurt themselves through penalties. We've already seen one of Ryan Warner's runs be brought back, and we're going to see another one being brought back here by another holding call. Joe Blatt checks out for the Indians. Second down and 10 now for the Indians. Excuse me, first down and 10 for the Indians. It's been a decently solid drive for the Indians as they look to keep it going. They still hold a 14-7 lead here with just 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Time has been ticking away. Under center is Holbrook. He's going to pitch that one out to Warner. Warner finds a few holes. He's going to go out to the outside. He's hit out of bounds. Big hit there. But either way, Warner gets the last laugh, with a solid 12-yard gain. He's going to put the Indians at about the 40-yard line in a manageable second down.
Second down and 7, and there's a flag on the play.
We're going to see a flag now. Late flag. Extremely late flag. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Indians.
Against Grafton.
And again, we're going to see the Indians hurt themselves on the offensive side through penalties. That is the third flag so far this drive alone. Again, the sportsmanlike conduct call. Personal foul.
Second down and 20.
So after a nice solid 12-yard gain by Warner, it's going to be brought back. So 2 solid runs by Warner, called back through penalties. 2 through holding and 1 through an unsportsmanlike conduct. Either way, 3 wide receivers set for the Indians. Screen pass to Ryan Jack, and that's going to go nowhere.
Ryan Jack, but it is for a loss on the play.
And another loss for the Indians. And another Patriot seems to be injured.
Number 2, John O'Friel, in on the tackle.
It's number 72, Jared Woods, as he trots to his way to the sideline. The Indians are going to set up in a 4 wide receiver set, 2 on both sides. The Warner's on the right side. Holbrook dropping back. It's going to be a screen pass to Brady Fontana. He's going to find a few blocks, juke a few guys, but either way, he's down at the 49-yard line of the Indians. That's going to run out the third quarter. The Indians still hold a 14-7 lead heading into the fourth quarter, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Grafton High as we enter the fourth quarter, crunch time. We have 11 more minutes of football in week 1. Indians still have a 14-7 lead, but it's going to be 4th and 17 on the 50-yard line. They're going to be punting away. Matt Holbrook, senior quarterback and punter for the Indians. We've already seen him off to punt from the Patriots. Again, it's a long, booming high kick. It's going to bounce right about the 10-yard line, and it's going to go backwards, and it's going to stay at the 10-yard line, where it is dead and downed by Grafton. Entering this fourth quarter, some more keys to the game for both teams. The Patriots need to continue to keep the ball on the ground. That's been the success of their offense all day. We do have a few injury updates before we get into the Grafton side of the ball. Number 7, Timothy Burson. We saw him go down with the shoulder injury. He is officially out for the remainder of the game. But number 72 for the Patriots, Jared Woods, will enter the game. And number 2, John O'Friel, will also enter the game. On the Indian side, we have seen Jake McHugh go down. He will not return. The Patriots with the running play. This one's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain. would you not have a word
Nope.
on the status
After the loss
of Adam Fields?
of the yard, 2nd down and 11 for North Middlesex.
So after a very good defensive play there by the Indians, they're going to go back a yard, the Patriots. Well, it's 2nd and 11 now. Second and 11 now. They're deep in their own territory. The ball on the 9-yard line, and flags will set this play dead. And let's see what the call is.
Legal procedure against North Middlesex.
It's going to be an illegal procedure. It's going to set them back a few more yards as the Indian sideline stays animated and excited after that call. We're looking at a 2nd and 15 now. Second and a long way to go for the Patriots. And for the Indians' key plays, they're going to have to stay solid on defense, especially during the run game. And on offense, they're also going to have to run the clock out as they still hold the lead. That Patriots run goes nowhere.
3rd down.
3rd and long. Maybe picked up a yard. The Indians can stop them here. They will have extremely good field position to start this 4th quarter. This game, though, is extremely far from over. Still a full quarter to play. We have 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Plenty of football to be played. 3rd and long here for the Patriots. It's going to be a play action. He's looking deep. He can't escape the pressure, and it is a safety. And the Patriots get sacked way behind the line of scrimmage, and this one's going to cost them 2 points. Indians jumping all over that.
Safety on the play.
Ryan Jack and Ryan Warner, as well as Brady Fontana, staying animated, staying engaged, and staying energetic on the field as they lead this Indians defense. So a great defensive play by the Indians might have just put this game out of reach. We'll see how that safety plays down the road. But that is a clutch play for the Indians defense. Not only will they get the 2 points, they will get the ball, and they will most likely keep good field position. So they'll scoop the 2 free points, and they're going to put their offense on the field in just 2 seconds.
Also want to congratulate the boys and girls soccer team, the field hockey team, and the volleyball team for their wins today as well.
As you just heard over the announcements, it's been a very successful day for the Indians. Their entire sports teams and program taking wins. We'll see if the football team can do the same here. They're up 16-7 with 8:57 remaining in the 4th quarter. They're going to receive this punt. And the Patriots, John O'Friel will punt it away. Back to receive is Ryan Warner. He's going to make his way across the 50 towards the right side. He could be gone. Ryan Warner has one man to beat, and he beats them. Ryan Warner with a touchdown. What a great return by Ryan Warner. He cut his way through the 50, avoided a few tackles, beat a few guys, and with just one man to beat, John O'Friel did not stand a chance. Ryan Warner is going to get the return touchdown. He has been incredible all day long, and that is the finishing touch to this great night. We've seen him catch the ball. We've seen him run the ball. We've seen him all over the field on defense, and now we see him returning a punt for a touchdown. The Patriots cannot handle the energy from the Indians right now.
Timeout. Grafton.
Again, what an incredible return from Ryan Warner. That is the absolute icing on the cake for the Indians and Ryan Warner's night. Now for the PAT. Indians did call a timeout. Give credit, though, where credit is due to this Grafton Indian special teams. That is their second touchdown of the night. 1 return and 1 fumble recovery. That's why you put the work in practice. I've been covering them, like I said, and they, over the last few days, have been putting in the special teams work. No, it is not fun. No, the players don't enjoy it. But come game day, it is necessary. And we saw that in play and full display from the Indians. Jake Sistani misses the kick. Either way, the Grafton Indians have a 22-7 lead. They might have just blown this game out of proportion. Both teams are going to take their sides of the field for the kickoff. Back to receive for the Patriots is going to be number 2, Adam Fournier. He's already fumbled twice today, and alongside his fellow teammates, they have struggled to keep the ball. That has led to an unfortunate events for them, resulting in a few Grafton touchdowns. So now Jake Sistani is going to bring the kicking team together. And the Indians are going to kick this one away. It's a low bouncing kick. It's going to be received by Fournier. He's going to avoid a few tackles, and he's going to make his way out to about the 40, just short of the 40-yard line.
Middlesex.
So we talked about the keys for the Indians and the Patriots, and that has slipped a complete 180 from just a few minutes ago. For the Indians, it stays relatively the same. Keep it on the ground and keep your defense solid. But for the Patriots, they have to completely turn this one around. They are in almost chaotic mode now. They're going to have to throw the ball downfield in order to chew away at this lead. They're going to start out with the screen pass that goes nowhere. That one's going to go for maybe a yard.
Complete to number 29.
If you're the Patriots now, you have to really use your passing game. The blank is going to have to lead you down this field in a short amount of time, not once, not twice, but 3 times just to possibly tie this game up. They also have to get at least 1 2-point conversion and nail all their extra points. So they need 2 possessions to tie and 3 to win. That incomplete pass is going to be broken up by number 2, Ryan Jack. We've seen him all over the field today as well. And an absolute defensive animal as he celebrates that defensive play.
It's up a 3rd down and 8 for North Middlesex.
Absolute must-have for the Patriots here. 3rd and 8. Could potentially even be 4-down territory at this point in the game. Sonic giving out instructions to his fellow defensive players. He knows just how important this stop could be to potentially close out this game. LeBlanc steps back. He's looking left. Pressure up the middle by the Indians. He's going to make it to the outside. He beats Ryan Warner and Jackson Sonnet there. Jackson Sonnet makes some ground up, but not before the Patriots and LeBlanc pick up the 1st down.
Pushed out of bounds by number 32, Brady Fontana. It's good for a North Middlesex.
And they're going to move the chains. If you're the Patriots again, you have to move the chains get out of bounds, and continue to throw the ball downfield. Patriots side, especially the fan section, has gone a little bit quiet in the second half. They're going to need energy and life. They're going to want to come back in this one. Indians stay alive. On the first down pass, it's going to be incomplete. Guarded there by Ryan Warner. We've seen him all over the field today.
Intended for number 11, Kyle Blaisdell, broken up by number 7, Ryan Warner.
If you're this Indians defensive team, you cannot be any happier. You have not allowed a single point so far today. The only touchdown the Patriots have scored was a pick six earlier in the game in the second quarter, a 15-yard return by Joshua LeBlanc. The ball's at the 49-yard line of the Indians. The Patriots in possession. They set up in a gun trips formation. 3 receivers on the play. He's going to roll out right. It's going to be an option play. And a great tackle by Nolan Warner. We've seen Ryan Warner, and now we get a chance to see Nolan Warner in action. A great read by him, and he's going to stop that play just after a single yard.
Warner, a third down and 9.
The young studded Warner family showing what they've got tonight, especially on the defensive side and a little bit on the offensive side. But a great tackle by number 11, the sophomore, Nolan Warner. After that, they're going to be looking at a 3rd and 9. Again, a must-have play if you're the Patriots, as the clock just ticks under 7. A little bit of chaos there. With Middlesex Scholars himself, it's going to be a snap from the gun. He's going to find his receiver. The blank finds his receiver. But a possible fumble here, and they signal that it is Grafton ball.
The ball is recovered by Grafton.
It was a reception by number 29, Reed Callahan. He takes about 3 steps before it is stripped. It looked like the ball might have gone out of bounds, but is recovered by the Indians. A somewhat crazy turn of events. The Patriots have really come to hurt themselves this game. We saw in the first quarter the fumble,
The first down
and we saw another fumble from the running back, number 22, Adam Fournier. So he's fumbled twice today.
And Grafton High School will play Shrewsbury.
And then we just saw another fumble from number 29, Reed Callahan. They just cannot hold on to the ball here if you're North Middlesex. So now the game plan is simple if you're the Indians. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left, and all you got to do is run out the clock. You don't need to put points up, not even a field goal,
Time for Grafton.
because this game could be way out of hand in just seconds. They're going to line up in the eye Jackson Sonny in the backfield. They're going to send Ryan Jack in motion. Again, the carry to Sonny. He might get 1 or 2 yards, but again, the plan is simple. Keep the ball on the ground.
Couple yard gain. Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 for the Indians. They're on their own 42-yard line. If you're the Patriots, you need a 3 and out. There's no doubt about it. If you want a chance at a comeback or any sort of comeback in this game, they're going to need the momentum of a 3 and out. Not only the momentum, they're going to need the miracle. Indians taking their time in the huddle as the clock ticks under 6 minutes. Ryan Jack, he's on the near side. Nolan Warner, he's on the far side. And a gun set. It's a fake handoff to Sonic, kept by Holbrook. He's going to truck his way forward. He's going to gain an extra few yards after contact. It looks to be just 3 or 4 yards shy of a first down. It is a 3rd down now for the Indians. This could be the 3 and out the Patriots needed. The clock continues to click away. Ryan Warner, he's checking into the game.
3rd down and 3 for Grafton.
Big 3rd down and 3 here. This could end up closing the game out. The Indians break huddle. They're on their own 47-yard line. They're looking to push just one to the 50 for a first down. Needing just 3 yards. In the gun. Holbrook and Warner next to Holbrook. Warner makes a block. Holbrook looking deep downfield. Jackson starting making a play and a comeback to the ball.
Incomplete.
But he drops it. The referees are going to call it a drop. Looked to be an easy catch for the Indians,
Bring up a fourth down.
but it's fourth down.
Grafton.
A little bit confused there on why they would throw the ball. Third and short. Running game has been very successful in the second half. You got Jackson Sana in the game. You got Ryan Warner in the game. And all you need is essentially one more first down to put this game 100% completely out of reach. They would eventually run the clock out. But either way, we're going to see the Indians kick this one away. Number 22, Adam Fournier. We've seen him a lot today, but in a negative light, he's already fumbled twice. He needs a return, very clean and very quick, to set his team up for good field position. Holbrook again. This one again, a booming kick high in the air. And a crazy hit! But it's going to be recovered by number 11, Kyle Basadi. Blaisdell, excuse me. What a crazy hit, though, from the Indians. That hit came from number 9, Dylan Thompson. He came flying in. What an electric hit.
Number 66.
So we've seen 2 lost fumbles from one guy on the Patriots roster, number 22, Adam Fournier. He just lost another one.
And it'll be first down.
But luckily his teammate did recover. So it wasn't an official loss, but he's had some trouble with ball security so far today. So this is it. If you're the Patriots, you need to score. You need to score quick. You need to get downfield. You're going to need a few passing plays, maybe a breakthrough play, or else week 1 will be a wrap. If you're the Indians, you just got to sit back, make the plays, make the tackles, keep everyone in bounds. Maybe a quick 3-and-out, and this game will be long in the history books. In the I formation, the Patriots set up. They're on their own 12. Looking deep, and a great throw and catch
29.
from LeBlanc to Callahan. A good connection there for the Patriots.
First down.
And that's going to pick up a big chunk of yardage. A completion for 15 yards. The clock's going to run, and the Patriots are going to need to get to the line fast. Surprised we haven't seen a hurry up from them yet.
First and 10. Ball's on the 27-yard line.
They do not seem to have a sense of urgency right now. A little surprising. LeBlanc looking to throw. He scrambles out right. He can't find an open receiver. We're going to see a flag. Most likely a holding from the Patriots.
Josh Blank on the run. We have a hold against North Middlesex.
And this one's going to be brought back. The clock officially ticking under 4 minutes remaining in this game. The holding call will bring them back. It's going to go from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 20. So with 3:59 remaining, the score is 22-7. The Grafton Indians hold the lead. The Patriots break the huddle. 1st and 22, excuse me. Ball is on the 17-yard line. It's going to be a handoff. Callahan on the sideline. Excuse me.
Number 17.
Number 17 now with the carry. Derek Higgins. They're going to switch it up late game. So Callahan, Fournier takes a seat on the bench,
Second down and 50.
while Higgins takes his spot.
North Middlesex.
Ball security again, been a very extravagant issue, or a very outstanding issue for this Patriots team. They're going to set up 2 wide receivers on the near side. They still set up in the eye. Fake handoff, rolling right.
Back to pass.
Looking to throw, and the ball is picked off by Ryan Jack. He cuts his way upfield. He's finding blocks. A flag is thrown on the play.
Intercepted by Ryan Jack.
A nice tip drill interception by Ryan Jack. He tips it to himself, turns around, finds the ball, and it's going to be the Indians' ball. Another turnover for the Patriots. The sideline is electric on the Indian side.
Blocking in the back against Grafton after the interception.
So after the interception, it's going to be a block in the back from the Indians. It's going to bring them back just a few yards, but it puts this game way out of reach as the Indians are going to take the ball back with just 3:08 remaining in this game. Keep it on the ground, keep it simple, and this game will be long gone. Ryan Warner checks out of the game. Whether we see him again tonight or not, he's definitely put up a display and a showing like no other. What a week 1 debut for him. The Indians will huddle up. Holbrook coming back to the huddle. They break huddle. They're in a bunch set with just one receiver out wide right in the eye. Sonnet in the backfield. He's back there with Brady Fontana. He's going to get a few yards, cut to the left side, avoid a man, avoid another tackle, stay in bounds, and he doesn't necessarily get in the end zone, but another solid game from Jackson Sonnet. He's going to pick up, move the chains, and put the Indians in a first and goal situation.
It will be first and goal.
Ball on the 5-yard line. So looking at a first and goal from the 5. The Indians punch this in, and you can punch a win in the win column. Right alongside with it. Indians in the huddle now. They break. Again, another bunch set with only one receiver out wide right, and that's going to be Ryan Jack out wide. He's the lonesome receiver. It's a double fake. Holbrook looking right. It's going to be a incomplete pass. We look to see a push in there, but no flag. Way to switch it up if you're the Indians, though, with a double play action in which Holbrook almost found an open man. The intended receiver looked to be Ryan Jack. So now it's a second and goal from the 5. Holbrook gets the play call from Bink as he runs back into the huddle. .251 remaining in this game. Grafton Craig getting into it one more time. It's a handoff to Sonnet, just shy of the end zone. Looks to be short, maybe just a few inches.
Third down and goal.
Third, maybe a yard. The clock continues to tick as Holbrook makes his way back into the huddle. That was a quick handoff to Sonnet, but he could not punch it in. Again, we're going to see a bunch set. We're going to see Ryan Jack on the far side. He's the lonesome receiver yet again. It's going to be a QB sneak from Holbrook. And he's in! Touchdown Indians! Matt Holbrook with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Yet another Grafton Indian in the end zone. We've seen it from Ben Barabee. We've seen it from Jackson Sonnet. We've seen it from Ryan Warner. And now we're going to see it again. Another Indian touchdown from yet another different player. This time Matt Holbrook is stepping in the end zone. Let's see what Jake Sistani can do. No good. Wide right. But that is going to cap off a very victorious day for the Indians. 4 touchdowns from 4 different players. Incredible entertainment and incredible football for week 1.
2:05 left in the game.
There's just 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this game.
7.
So the score is 28-7. The Indians on top. And the Indians will kick it away. This game is slowly coming to a close. As the sun settled just a few hours earlier, it is a crisp 63 degrees out as this game closes out. It's officially football season. It's almost officially the end of week 1 for the Grafton Indians. Just 2:05 remaining. 125 clicks remaining on that clock. Sistani bounces from the 22, received at the 20 by the Patriots. He's going to avoid a few tackles. Number 11, Kyle Blasdell, on the return, avoiding a few tackles. Either way, getting tackled in the end.
Middlesex takes over. First and 10 with 1:57 left.
1:57 left remaining in this game. 117 clicks now remaining in this game. We're seeing some new guys on defense here for the Indians. Dylan Thompson checks in. He's number 9. And number 6, Jackson Broad. He also enters the game for the Indians as they switch it up. We're also going to see number 83, Max Cogan, enter the game. And the pass is incomplete. Looks to be tipped. It was intended for Reed Callahan, but again, looked like the ball was tipped near the line of scrimmage. Either way, it is an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. We've said it all day. It's been a very historic day for the Indians defense. We've seen them all over the field causing turnovers, and they have yet to allow a point. We've seen Ryan Warner, Ryan Jack, Ben Barabee, Max DeFreitas, and Brady Fontana absolutely fly around on defense, causing and wrecking havoc, and they have been leading this charge for the Indians. It's going to be a play action. It's going to be a low pass that's incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Bring up a 3rd down and 10. Flag on the play.
And the rest are going to discuss the following call. Some new faces for Grafton enter the game.
Holding against North
Number 57, Peter Marslick, enters the game.
3rd down.
Also, number 17, Logan Young, enters the game. We see Drew Belanger staying in the game. Number 23, he's a senior. He's had some pretty decent minutes today, and we look to see what he has to show and offer for us in the final minutes. You already see a little bit of celebration on the Grafton sideline, on the field, and in the stands. Very successful week 1, to say the least. Third and 10 for the Patriots. It's going to be a play-action reverse. And it's going to be a great tackle by the Indians, number 83, Max Cogan, staying low, and even with the running back there.
North Middlesex.
Just looks to be a 4-yard gain for the Patriots.
4th down and 5.
And they're going to give him 5 on the play, so 4th and 5 for the Patriots. And the Patriots are going to punt this one away. Drew Belanger and Aiden Mazenhire back to return. And they're just going to let this one bounce and be marked dead at around the 28-29 yard line.
Covers the ball.
And Indian is down on the field. So with just 49 ticks, we do see an Indian down on the field, as both teams are going to take a knee. Hate to see this in football. It is part of the game. And we're going to return right after this. An unfortunate ending for the Indians as Wesley Chu goes down with a back injury. We'll get back to him later. But either way, the Indians are going to close this one out. Week 1, 28-7 win as the clock runs out. Shaking hands. Unfortunate to see the injury, but a great week overall for the Indians. I'm going to give my MVP to Ryan Warner. What a great game. Animal on defense. All over the place. And he scored a touchdown on a return. He had a few solid runs. And he is my MVP candidate. So that's going to be a wrap for week 1. It was great spending time with you guys here in the booth. And until next time, I'm Mark Savicelli. This is Grafton Indians football. I'm out. Have a good night.